What's up, you guys, and welcome back. For those of you who are already part of the family, for those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kia Selena, and this is Nursing with Key, where I mainly make a bunch of nursing related videos, sharing tips and tricks that I've learned along my journey to help you have the smoothest nursing journey. But we recently started incorporating a little bit of beauty, makeup, and hair. So if you are into those things, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn your notification bell on so you won't miss another video from me again. I don't want to make this video too long, but today's video, as you guys could tell by the title, is going to be about why I personally chose to go the LPN route before going for my RN. So let's get into the video. So to be completely honest, one of the first reasons why I chose to go the LPN route before the RN route was because I wasn't sure that nursing was what I wanted to do. For those of you who watch my Q&A video or other videos, I have mentioned several times that there was a point in time where I was battling between going into the military and doing nursing. And like I said, I wasn't 100% sure that I wanted to do nursing. So I figured that going the LPN route would be a slightly smaller sacrifice than the RN route, obviously, because the RN route takes a longer time to complete. So that is the first reason why I chose to do the LPN route before the RN route. The second reason why I chose to get my LPN before my RN was because there was no major prerequisites that were needed. I already had everything that I needed, and that meant that I could just go straight into the program. The only thing I was required to do was an entrance exam, which I passed, so it was a lot easier for me. I already had everything I needed, which was pretty much just a GED, and I think you had to get a certain grade in math and science, and I had that, so I was able to just write my exam and just go straight into the program. So that is the second reason why I chose LPN before RN. The next reason why I chose to become an LPN before an RN is because there are LPN to BSN bridges here in Canada. So I happen to, unfortunately, live in the only province in Canada that has an ADN program, and that ADN RN license is not necessarily recognized in the rest of Canada. So if you have an ADN degree from my province and you move to another province, you will not be able to work as an RN. You will have to work as an LPN and go back to school and get some classes done before you can work as an RN in those other provinces, because you are required in like 99% of Canada. You are required to have a bachelor's in science of nursing or a bachelor's in nursing in order to be recognized as a registered nurse. So I did not want to go the ADN route because I am not sure if I want to live in the province that I live in for the rest of my life, and I didn't want to waste my time doing that. If I'm gonna move to another province. So in order for me to get my ADN, I would have had to do my prerequisites, which would have taken me about 6 months or so. And if I had done it, I would have finished at a time where the deadline would have been over, and I would have had to wait an extra year in order for me to be able to get in. And the competition is very high. So the chances of you getting in aren't, all that, because there's a lot of competition. So that's 6 months of prerequisites, a 1 year wait, and in 3 years, it takes 3 years to get your ADN here in Canada because the LPN program is 2 years. So 3 years to get my ADN and not be able to use it. Whereas, so that would have been a total of 1 year for 6 months for prereqs, 1 year wait, and 3 years. That would have been 5 years for me to get an ADN that I can't even use in most of Canada. Whereas I can get my LPN diploma, which is a 2-year diploma, and then the only requirement for me to be able to get into the Bachelor Bridge program is 1 year of experience, no prerequisites. Well, at least at the school that I want to go to. So that's a 2-year program, and then a 1 year wait, and then 3 years. So 6 years for your bachelor's versus 5 years of your for my ADN. And then I would have still, even if I got my ADN, I would have still had to do like an extra 1.5 or 2 years of school. So it still would have came up to around the same thing. So I figured I would just go the LPN route. It's a lot easier. I don't have to waste my time doing all these prereqs, and I could get my bachelor's in pretty much the same amount of time. The next reason is because the LPN program is usually significantly cheaper than the BSN program or the RN program. So I figured my LPN program was a total of $800, and I was working at a pharmacy call center, and $800 was doable for me. And me, like, debt is a no-go zone for me. I do not want to graduate with any type of debt. So I figured that $800 was something that I could handle. You know, $800, I was able to pay that cash upfront, get that out of the way, get my LPN diploma, and while I'm getting my year of experience, I would be able to work and save. And then once I get into the bachelor program will be a lot easier for me to pay because I'm making way better money than I was making working at the call center as an LPN. I'm talking like a $12 difference. So not even more than that, like a $15 difference an hour I'm making. So I figured I would get my LPN, that I can kind of pay off, get it out of the way. I can make money during the year because, like I said, you need a year of experience to get into the bachelor program. So while I'm getting my year of experience, I can work and save a good amount of money. And then I will still be working while I'm doing my bachelor program. So I know that as an LPN, it will be a lot easier for me to clear out my student debt. It will be a lot easier for me to clear out my student debt as opposed to if I was working at the call center. I would have been struggling, and that was just a no for me. The next reason is experience, right? You guys know that people who get their bachelor's in nursing or anything higher usually do more office work. So you have a lot of head nurses doing admin and doing they're mostly in manager type of positions. And I personally believe that if you want to be a good manager, you kind of have to know what it feels like to be beneath that, right? Not saying that if you don't have a bachelor's in nursing, you're like beneath or lower than, or not saying that at all. But like I said, once I get my bachelor's in science of nursing, I'll already have like 5-6 years of nursing experience, right? 4 years of nursing experience, because I need 1 year of experience plus 3 years to get my bachelor's. So I'll already have 4 years of nursing experience. But I personally think that if you have nursing experience before you get that manager position, you'll be a lot better at your job than somebody who just went straight for their bachelor's, had no bedside experience at all, and went straight into management, if you guys know what I mean. So I get to have nursing experience and master my nursing skills while I'm in school. I get to get that experience. I get to make money while I'm in school, and good money while I'm in school. And my bedside nursing will help me a lot, or will make me a lot better at managing later on once I get my bachelor's in nursing. So that's another reason why I chose to go LPN before RN. The next reason is obviously because it is faster, right? My LPN program took me 2 years. If I went straight from my BSN, I would have had to get, like I said, 6 months to a year of prereqs, and then 4 years of school to get my BSN. So it would have taken me like 5 years to finally get into my career, and I didn't want that. I wanted to kind of get in there fast. I wanted to start making money fast and start getting experience quickly. So I preferred getting 2 years and kind of using LPN as a stepping stone while still making money, while still getting experience, as opposed to going straight for my BSN. And lastly, LPN is just a solid fallback, right? We all know that things happen. You might, want to get your bachelor's. You might have plans to get it done or get into the program in the next year, and then boom, something happens. Things happen. Let's say, I don't know, you get pregnant or something like that. Let's be real. Come on. Like, this is real life, right? At least you have your LPN. You have a solid fallback. You have something that is strong enough to kind of hold you up until you are ready to go that next step and get up to that next level. So that's another thing, right? I know, okay, I'm 22. I'm still young. I have this LPN thing going on. Yes, I do have other plans to do other things and to go get my bachelor's in nursing. But if ever anything, God forbid, happens and I'm not able to go for my bachelor's right away, I have a solid fallback. I know I still have a good job where I'm getting paid well and I have good benefits, and I'm going to be good, and it'll hold me up, like I said, while I'm kind of working on whatever I have to work on before I'm able to get that bachelor's, right? So being an LPN is a solid fallback. Anyways, guys, so that is pretty much all I could think about for now when it comes to why I chose LPN before RN. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know why you chose the LPN route before RN down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you won't miss another video from me again. Bye.